Hello, friends. This is Tony Dizant, space rocker of the planet Earth, back with another live video today. It's a little stormy today, and we think about the day. It's a Thursday. I'm glad to be talking to you on a Thursday, towards the end of the month already. 5 months had passed already in 2025. Can you believe that? That's what's going on. And today, I want to be talking to you about something very, very important. And that's going to be after I give you the not so fake news. I'm going to go briefly over the not so fake news so I can get to what I want to talk to you about today, which is network or networking. Network or networking. Network. Is that important? Network is that important. And you're going to see that I'm not talking about no network marketing or MLM or recruiting people or doing all kind of things like that. No, I'm just talking about network. NET work. Network. And like I said, I'm going to be talking to you about that in a little bit. But right now, we're going to go over the not so fake news, which happened today. And they were talking about Mr. President, the tariffs, and the federal judges that are trying to block the tariffs, and also there are some state businesses and states that are trying to block the tariffs. And so the White House, the administration, is having a blockage in what they can do or what they're trying to do in the negotiations with the different countries in the world, and also the negotiations with the different businesses that are here in the United States. So some of the businesses have said, no way, Jose, you can't be doing that. And now the lady, the spoke lady that is at the White House, she was a little adamant about the whole thing, and she came out and she wasn't happy about it. She let those people know, hey, we're trying to do something over here, and you people are blocking us. You know, what do you want? So yeah, but either way, um, that's what's going on right now as far as that. So there is going to be some blockage on the tariffs, and at least temporarily. So we don't really know, and the experts don't really know how that's going to affect us economically, of course, because they never let us know. That's their job. Well, another thing is that, like I told you, sometimes the government does things that all of a sudden you get all riled about, you get all mad about, and all of a sudden they do a lot of things for nothing. For example, they were talking about the Big and Beautiful Bill Act. The Big and Beautiful Bill Act. In fact, if this bill passes, it's going to affect us another 10 years. I was reading about it, and it has like legislations and government regulations and all kind of stuff in there that is going to affect us all the way to 2034, if you can believe that. And way after President Trump is gone, and we don't even know what's going to be happening in 2034, let alone, you know, signing something that's going to affect us all the way till then. But The Big and Beautiful Bill Act, the greatest Elon Musk said, is not big and is less beautiful. He didn't really like it. He said it especially because of the spending, something about $3.8 trillion, even though he wants to have a trillion. Yeah, but that's another story. uh yes, he said, no, everything that I did this past 4 months now is wasted, and a lot of the things that he tried to do are going to be wasted because of this bill, because some of the things that he did are going to come back. So if it's like, it's going to be like he never was there and he didn't do anything on some of the things. I'm not saying everything, okay? But yeah, that's it. That's what's going on. The Big and Beautiful Bill Act of 2034. Oh, no, 2034, yeah. Because it's going to affect us all the way till then. So when they get it together and they decide all the rules, and we can read about it, it's a whole lot of pages. If you want to start reading, you start reading right now. I don't even know how many pages the bill is, but I know it's a lot of pages. And I don't think they even read it, the 1,000 pages or whatever. They don't read them. They just go through the specific points. But anyways, that's what's going on. And of course, there was something else going on, but I'm gonna go ahead and cover that tomorrow because it really wasn't that important. But what I want to talk to you is about network. What is network? And why is it so important? Every time in life when I had a big spurt economically, in every spurt in life, spurt of the moment, a spurt of months, a spurt of years, that I had a big economic impact in my life, is because of network or networking. That means I was getting out there, meeting new people in different groups, in different areas of life. Even though I was a musician, even though I was a cryptologist, I wasn't looking for those people. I was looking for people in different areas of life that I didn't know about. And that benefited me so much. Why? Because I was learning about different careers, different subjects, and different career path, and how people did this or that. I met with some different associations, and there was a point where I was having a meeting like every 3 hours with a whole bunch of people that I didn't know. And those were my most productive times. Even though I didn't see it at the time, I said, maybe I'm wasting my time here because these people don't even do what I do, or these people don't even, but most of them needed music. Most of them needed my services. And so the more I met different people, the better it was for me in my own business. So what I'm trying to say is this: if you stay cooped up in your house and you don't go out there and meet new people, your business is very unlikely that it's gonna grow. Okay, even though, if let's say you work for somebody, let's say, but once you get out of that, then you start wandering around, different invitations. Oh, so and so is having this, whatever, and you go over there. Or so and so is having, and it didn't all have to be business. It could be you invited to a party, let's say. A party, and you mean like there's like 30 and 40 people in a party sometimes, maybe 50, and you start talking to people, and you know, and in my case, I was the quiet type, but I met a lot of people that like to talk, and so I listen a lot, and I met some of them, and that brought me to some other areas, some other people, and one person leads you to another, and this person leads you to another, and this other person leads you to another. And mainly what you want to do in this case is that you want to network with the people that are doing stuff that you would like to be doing. But it doesn't really matter. You are going to get to that. It doesn't really matter. You will get to that if you start meeting different type of people. And in my case, I never was the one to rub elbows with politicians. Maybe Elon Musk, you should learn from me. I was the one that have done good in business, but never was a close type with different politicians. Never really met high-end politicians. I have played for them before, but it doesn't mean that I met them or that I went and introduced myself to them. No, because it never really, you know, I was never really interested. That can change, but I was really not interested in meeting anybody that was always under investigation and was about to go to jail. And that's what happens in this city. So, but that's another story. But yeah, you want to do network. You want to be out there, and you want to be involved in different organizations, even if you don't get paid or anything. It doesn't really matter. But you meet a lot of people, and you meet a lot of interesting people, and they know you, and that's the way you escalate. That's the way you start making it happen in your area, in your community, by just getting yourself involved. So the lesson for today is network is that important. Network is that important. And with this one, I'll say hi to everybody. I want to say hi to all the people around the world that follow my music and follow my videos. I know who you are, and I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. It's been over 85 million of you over the years. Now I'm starting to get my feet wet on TikTok. On what? Isn't that a Chinese thing? Maybe. I'll see you on my next video.